Emily had always been a night person. She adored the tranquility of the late hours, when the world outside her window whispered secrets only she could hear. More often than not, she'd find herself nestled in her cozy armchair with a book in hand, the flickering candlelight casting eerie shadows on the walls. Her feline companion, Whiskers, would purr softly in her lap, adding to the serene ambience. One particular autumn evening, as the leaves rustled against her window, Emily felt an unusual chill. She wrapped her cardigan tighter around her and glanced at the antique mirror hanging across the room. Its ornate frame, a gift from her grandmother, gleamed faintly in the dim light. Emily had always found it beautiful, but that night, it exuded a mysterious aura she couldn't quite pinpoint. As she peered into the mirror, something caught her eye. At first, she thought it was a trick of the light, but as she focused, her heart began to race. There, standing behind her reflection, was a shadowy figure. Tall and indistinct, it seemed to pulsate with an energy that made her skin crawl. Emily's breath hitched as she slowly turned to look over her shoulder, but there was nothing there. Her eyes darted back to the mirror, and the figure remained, its presence almost tangible. She called out, her voice trembling. "Who's there?" Silence answered her, save for the gentle hum of the night. Whiskers, sensing her unease, hissed at the mirror, his fur standing on end. Emily's hand instinctively reached for her phone, but she stopped herself. What would she say? That a shadow in the mirror was haunting her? Taking a deep breath, she approached the mirror cautiously. Her fingers lightly touched the cool surface, and for a moment, everything went still. The air seemed to thicken, and a voice, barely above a whisper, echoed in her mind. "Help me." Emily recoiled, stumbling back into her armchair. The room felt colder, and the shadow in the mirror seemed more defined. Its outline sharper. Gathering her courage, she whispered, "Who are you?" There was no verbal response, but a series of images flooded her mind. A grand ballroom, laughter, a masked figure, a fall from grace. Emily realized the shadow was a woman, trapped between worlds, seeking redemption. Determined to help, Emily delved into her grandmother's old journals, where she uncovered tales of spirits bound by unfinished business. Weeks turned into months as Emily unraveled the mystery, discovering that the shadow was her grandmother's sister, betrayed and forgotten. On the anniversary of her fall, Emily conducted a ritual to set the spirit free. As she recited the final words, the shadow in the mirror smiled, a gesture of gratitude, before fading into the ether. The mirror, once a gateway for the tormented spirit, now reflected only Emily, standing tall and proud. Whiskers purred contentedly, and Emily felt a warmth envelop the room. The night had reclaimed its serenity.